Happy new moon in Pisces crew from me and Luna. Since the sun at the moment is conjunct the new moon in Pisces, conjunct Jupiter, the luck bringer, and Neptune, our higher connection to the divine, I just thought I'd create a PickACard reading where we ask water deities what is happening at the moment with the collective. What messages do you need to hear now? What kind of encouragement and support is available to us from the spiritual realm? Let's get to it. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to bring you a soothing PickACard reading focused on messages from water-dwelling deities. So we are going through unprecedented times. The energy is incredibly intense. The sun has been emitting a lot of solar flares into the cosmos, which in turn is affecting the light within our heart. So we see a lot of people taking to the streets. There is the sense of true revolution gearing up in the collective. But then at the same time, we have some of the most kindest, forgiving, and self-sacrificing energies in the skies at the moment, with Jupiter, the planet that expands a lot of things, and Neptune, the god of sea, in the beautiful sign of Pisces. We are asked to let go of our ego, let go of our mundane material preoccupations, and fight the good fight and defend the things that we love through our sheer light, through the sheer power in our heart and the determination that good will prevail over evil. So I just thought I would tap into some of the most interesting water deities that we have available to us at the moment and ask them for advice, for guidance. What can we do? How do we need to prepare as spiritual warriors during these incredibly intense times? So I have here for you a choice of 4 different deities. For group 1, we can see Matariel, the beautiful angel of rain. Now, for group 2, we have Tlaloc, the Aztec god of rain, but also flooding. He can have a dual mischievous side. Depending on which side of his you got, you could either get flooding in your region or you could get the blessings of a very fertile crop. Now, we also have here for group 3, Sedna, the Inuit goddess of the sea underworld. She ruled over sea mammals and has a very fascinating backstories regarding her fingers. And then for group 4, we have here Mama Qocha. She's the Inca goddess of water, the flow of water, the fluidity of the body of the ocean as it's holding you and lifting you up to the surface. All the sea-dwelling creatures are under her dominion. She is beautifully cleansing and incredibly healing and nurturing. So take a moment now, maybe take a deep breath in with me. There we go. We're centered, grounded, and focused. And so my camera needs to focus. See which one of these images pulls you in the most. And if you've made your choice, then before I start to get into your reading, I want to tell you that I'll be pulling some cards from this gorgeous Sea Melodies deck, also from the Oracle of Mermaids, and from the Oceanic Tarot. All of these decks will be linked in the description box below, which I suggest that you have a look at because it's packed with goodies. You can see my Twin Flame Storyteller novel. You can see my other channel, Spiritual Soulscapes. You can follow me on Instagram for daily updates on astrology and tarot related things and a personal glimpse into my life. life. You can also read articles on my website, and my website also has my eShop page from which you can understand how you can work with me for personal readings. Okay guys, so all this being said, I'm super excited and also thrilled to tap into the world beyond the veil on your behalf and figure out what water deities have to tell us for this beautiful new moon in Pisces. Let's get to it. Hey group one, hey my darlings, I'm so happy to have you here with me. I hope you're safe and sound wherever in the world you find yourself. Happy new moon in Pisces. This is for those of you that were drawn to Matariel, the angel of rain. What a gorgeous card, isn't it? So let's find out, having Matariel as a guide for this beautiful watery energy that we have in the sky, astrologically speaking, with both the moon, the sun, Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. Let's find out, what do you need to hear at the moment for your highest guidance. It's a bit of a problem speaking at the moment, guys, because Pisces is not a verbal sign by any means. I'd rather just do these readings showing you the cards and allowing you to make your own interpretations. Maybe we should do that. I have a feeling you guys are quite experimental. If I said these things, I think it's for a very good reason. I'm picking up as well that you guys could be in a region that is at the moment shaking, trembling. There could be landslides, there could be earthquakes, there could be war. In this case, my heart goes out to you very strongly. I'm sending as much light as possible from my little corner of the world into yours. It's a gorgeously sunlit, clear skied day, and I'm incredibly grateful for it. We should try as much as possible in these crazy times to enjoy the moment 120%, not just 50%, but be so grateful for the fact that we're alive, that we can breathe and take it moment by moment. Maybe this is something you guys needed to hear. Maybe that's why I needed to channel it for you. I also can feel a little bit that my voice is raspy. Give me a second, guys. I'll show you the cards in a moment. But I do want to honor everything that comes through into the reading, because I think these are all messages meant for you. That's why I opened the space and I'm holding the energy for you. So this being said, what you got is Coral Wisdom. Gorgeous card, right? So we have here colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. Yes, exactly. You heard my phone. I am sorry about this. I'm going to turn it off, but I think there is something incoming. There is a piece of information, some news specifically designed for you to help give you strength. Because what is a coral reef? It's a structure that is slowly developed through calcium and coral deposits throughout time. And it is incredibly beautiful. At the same time, it is incredibly fragile. It can be destroyed like this, something smashing into it with a bit of force, and that's it. All the work that has been done throughout the years, it's gone. It's obliterated in minutes. You might be afraid of something external from you, from your body, from your region, interfering with all the hard work that you have been doing so far in your life. I feel a lot of you are threatened by physical attacks. You could also be threatened by you're trying to protect your house, your home, everything that you have physically and materially built throughout time. I also feel as well that a lot of you are worried about your health. I feel that you just recovered from COVID and now the universe is giving you another test, another challenge. I feel that your sacral chakra, so that space where we create from, that space of trust, is deeply wounded at the moment. In which case, a lot of orange, bright energy should come through in your life. Wear orange, eat oranges if you can, paint with orange. Orange is going to be the color that you should meditate upon in order to infuse yourself with this healing energy that should go straight to your sacral chakra. It's also good to create something. It's also very healing to just make something of your own and give it to other people, even if it's just baking a loaf of bread. You don't have to be Picasso. You don't have to start creating paintings. You don't have to come up or struggle to come up with a lot of ideas, because I think some of you are struggling at the moment to feel inspired. All you need to do is make something with your hands and give it to someone else or share it with other people. I think that it's important for healing that place of deep mistrust, and you know, basically the sacral chakra, to put it very clearly, is the womb, and the womb at the moment is hurting. And I feel that for some of you, it could be because you might be a woman or identify as a woman, and in your body, in your womb, there's a little bit of an imbalance. I myself have a little bit of a blockage there because it's that time of the month for me. So it could be something related by the natural cycles of your body, but I feel that for the majority of you, it could be related to all the tension that you're perceiving and picking up from the environment. So the wisdom of the Oracle of Mermaids is here to let you know that you can continue to be fragile in difficult times, that what is yours will not actually be taken, that what is happening at the moment in the collective is karmically arranging itself in such a way that some things that are no longer useful to be on this earth are gradually being taken away in order for us to have space to rebuild, to recreate. So whatever you might lose in this period, it was karmically meant to be destroyed so that you can build anew with more creativity, more inspiration, with better materials, with something that you can leave a specific mark on and you can truly call your own, rather than something you have bought from someone else or something you have inherited for thousands of years, or, you know, maybe 100 of years. This is something here regarding, it's almost like there is a timeline that is being splintered at the moment. And what is in the past needs to stay in the past and will be dragged by the force, the destructive force of Pluto and Capricorn in the past. And what is of the new, what is progressive, is trying to burst through. And I feel that you're a little bit worried what might be dragged into the past, what will remain that you can build upon for the future, right? Because we create the future with whatever we have at hand in the present. Don't worry, you will be given a lot of symbolic riches. So for example, if you lose a home, you will find a soul tribe. You will find a group of people that will welcome you into their homes until you are strong enough and you have all the materials to build your new home. Whatever is taken away from you materially, financially, will be replaced with emotional and human support. So don't worry, you're being given something far more valuable, because finding people that are kind, people that you can trust, people that will not ask you to pay them, you know, or to do things for them in order to receive safety and food and nourishment and just maybe some words of consolation. That, my loves, is true wealth in this lifetime. People are true wealth in this lifetime. And finding kind-hearted people, that is the inestimable, the priceless, you know. It's not diamonds or cars or these are objects, okay? They don't really matter. They are here to make our life more colorful, more interesting, but true value lies in people, and especially in people's hearts, okay? Good, kind-hearted people are worth their weight in gold, okay? So what we have here is a deep fear of destruction, a deep fear of loss. Let's see right now, what can we say with the help of the Oceanic Tarot? It's so beautiful. So we have here the Page of Swords, gossip blocked. So I feel that a portion of the people that you had in your life and you called friends, I feel that some of them more acquaintances more than friends, they're going to be washed away. Matariel is coming here and it's creating rain in order to help you wash away those toxic connections, wash away people that were around you that were trying to be nice, you know, just on a surface, but now these people are being carried away. So I'm not going to unblock this card for you. I like it in this way. You're leaving behind a lot of gossip, a lot of ill intent that was it was somehow showing, it was showing people's corrupted natures, you know. For example, people tend to gossip when they don't have enough energy to invest into their own life, taking brave decisions in their own life and setting things in motion. Usually people that stagnate and that put a lot of blocks between themselves and the world because they no longer want to trust, they no longer want to be creative, and they no longer want to be open-hearted. They just create these stagnant little worlds where they start to analyze everybody else and their flaws, and they start placing judgments and labels onto everyone else that is out there in the game of life, taking risks and doing things, So I feel that you're slowly detaching yourself from these people. You're slowly leaving them in the past. And you should allow Matariel to do this beautiful work for you, because it's happening in a very seamless way, in a fluid way, if only you allow it to happen without fearing that you will be alone forever. It's just a transitional phase. It's not a forever point. We also have here Ace of Swords, victory. So victory is yours, and this card was upright. We see here the shark encircling the sword. I feel that some of you could even have a small necklace with a sword, like the symbol of a sword, or you're about to receive it as a gift. Beautiful. I really enjoy it. It's silver for some of you. So I have the feeling that you're going to start thinking about your life in a completely different way. You're going to start reaching into the bottom of who you really are based on this transitional energy, based on this energy of I have to let go of certain things. I cannot carry them with me into this new world in which I'm going into. And I feel like you're suddenly understanding how beautiful letting go of the past feels. And you're going to let go primarily of the past through some of these material objects being taken away from you. Let them, allow them. The cleansing is happening for you, not against you, because whatever you want to take with you and that you're still emotionally attached to, it's only going to block the path towards progress. So don't get attached to objects. Let them go. Get attached to people, because I feel that your group of friends, the new soul tribe you're going to meet as you allow Matariel to instill a little bit of the energy of a flood in your life. Allow all the things to be washed away. It's a little bit like Noah's Ark, you only take the necessary pairs of animals and you allow everything else to be washed away, because God's energy is at the moment cleansing the landscape in a metaphorical way, of course. Although I feel that some of you watching this could actually be in a region that at the moment is being flooded. So take the necessary precautions, make sure that you get yourself out of there and your loved ones, but allow the material aspects to just float away. There will be a moment to rebuild, and you will rebuild on a much better ground. Now, we also have here drama, Knight of Swords. So I feel that left and right, you have to put fires. I do feel this energy of like, I am holding your breath, of feeling slightly excited, of not even maybe having time to watch this video. In which case, I strongly suggest that you focus on your breathing. Because sometimes when traumatic events happen to us, we tend to either hold our breath or we breathe very shallowly. So instead of actually to carry it all the way into the belly, we go like, because the heart is being completely pummeled, like the heart space is being pummeled. So there is this blockage that is created between the throat chakra and the chest, So make sure that all the lower chakras receive oxygen as well, because putting yourself in a place of deep strength and deep inner coordination will allow you to react with precision every time there is something that requires your immediate attention. While if you keep yourself in that state of you're going to be easily triggered, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and you're going to have this instant flight response to anything that happens around you. So I feel that it's very important at the moment to move with the weight of the flood, the weight of the rain, the weight of these challenges in your life. Not allow them to just drop on you, but almost as if you have an impermeable coat, allow them to slide off of you. Accept the rain and allow it to slide off of you, because the rain is doing its thing, which is to take everything that was karmically connected to you, bound to you, but kept you stagnant. You couldn't grow, you couldn't evolve. We also have here, the Ten of Swords, endings. This is it, kaput, the end of the line. You are forcefully pushed into the new chapter of your life. This is for those of you especially that For a very long time, you felt like something needs to change in your life, but you never have had the time, or maybe you were a little bit afraid to jump. It's like the universe is now pushing you. It's like, this is it. You have to go. You have to jump. Take only what you need and only what you can't leave behind. And the rest shall be provided along the way. But you need to trust, and you need to quickly let go of the past in order to do yourself a favor and walk into this new version of yourself, this new life, this new, maybe even location for some of you, with a light heart. The important thing, keep in mind, is that you are healthy, that you're strong, that you're physically able, and that you find people around you that are willing to support you. And you will find many people along the way, okay, to help you rebuild this coral reef. We also have here Voyage. So this is from the Sea Melodies Oracle. I have for you Voyage. Set sail on a new course. Definitely, this is it. Your ship is coming in, and it's like the universe is saying, you know what, we're gonna have to kick you on that boat, because you're still sitting on the shore going like, do I have money for the ticket? Do I really want to go on this boat? I don't know. Well, you know, Matariel is here going like, well, I already started the flood. What are you gonna do? So everything is like, go. And we have the Voyage card completely confirming this energy. So don't worry. You're setting off on a new course, and what are you gonna find? Wow. I swear to God, I'm not creating these things. I'm just pulling the ones that are on top. We have here journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it, okay? So it's not just reaching towards X marks the spot and you find a gold chest and oh my God, I'm so rich. The journey matters as well, and all the people you meet along that help you and sometimes challenge you for your own growth, but most likely they will help you because you will reach that point where you're able to unpack the treasure. And now, just to make sure that you know this is correct, let's see another card, because look, and you saw me shuffle. So we have here Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. I don't think I have anything else to add to this. It's so beautiful. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. You're still alive. You're breathing. You have a head on your shoulders. You've got 4 able limbs, in which case I hope that the majority of you have 4 able limbs. In which case you don't, you still have a lot of support around you and you still can make it. I mean, nowadays people can do amazing things with either with disabled bodies and with able bodies. There is so much support that we can create around us. And I don't want you to take this in any sort of discriminatory way. My intention is here to empower you to understand that you can make it. Even if you feel like I've lost everything, you still have yourself, and that is everything. Everything we have, everything we own in this lifetime lies within us. That is where the true heart is, the true knowledge. That is where the kingdom of heaven lies. So if you have yourself, you have everything. If you have your mind, you have everything, okay? Your heart, your body, and the connections with the people around you are what matters in this push towards a progressive new start in your life. I wish you the best. Group 1, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. It got me a little bit, you know, red in the cheeks. I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and let Matariel guide the way, okay? All you need to do is ride the wave into the unknown with faith, because you will arrive at exactly the right shore for you. Okay, my loves. Wow, so much channeling in your reading. I'm sending you on your way with a lovely kiss. Take care. Bye. Hey group 2, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here with me. Happy new moon in Pisces. Let's find out what messages from water deities you need to find out right now for further guidance. We have here Tlaloc, for those of you that were drawn to this Aztec god of rain, fertility, but also flooding. So interesting. This is kind of a dual nature. He can be a bit of a trickster, but he can also be very kind and giving and generous. I felt like with group 1, the energy was like riding an intense wave of changes, and I could barely like pause and breathe in their reading. I had to do some sort of like moment where I was breathing with them. But your energy feels very different. It feels more grounded. It feels more stable. It feels almost as if You are on a very stable ground that has been dried up for a very long time. And now the sprinkler system is working. So I feel like there's water starting to spill on all corners around you. And it's starting to make the earth look like soil that you can plant seeds in, because up until this point it was just dry, scorched, desert-like earth. So it's almost as if your ships are coming in, but in a different way than group one. It's like for group one, the ship was coming in to take them into the new journey, but for you, this is about, yes, this is the moment. Now I can plant. Now I can do finally what I've always wanted to do. It's almost like you're feeling this deep inner calling. I need to rise up and do my part. It's like spirit is guiding you. It's lifting you up out of the bed, out of the car, out of your, maybe you're sitting at an office desk. I'm seeing this person that's being lifted off their office desk chair and pushed into the outside. Maybe you need to protest. Maybe you need to gather support. Maybe you need to lobby the government. Maybe you need to create something for the people around you. Maybe you need to participate in donating goods, you know, in fixing website problems, you know, distributing information. You need to wrap up a lot of goods and projects. Some of you were also in between jobs and not knowing, what should I do? What am I good at? And now you're finally feeling the call. I need to join a medical corps. I need to join the army. I need to join the police. I need to, you know, participate in the collective efforts as we're pushing into this Pluto and Aquarius age. So you're heeding the call. What is your card? We have here water flight. This is interesting because this card talks about the perfect combination of air and water. So you, my friend, could also be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in combination with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it's like something activates you, something phenomenally good. I wanted to say phenomenal for a second. I don't know what's happening with my speech. Forgive me, guys. It's, you know, Pisces season, and I'd rather not talk, to be honest, but hey, here I am delivering these messages for you, also because I feel the call to do that. So yeah, I hope we can match our energies to that. We have here heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. Yes, exactly what I was saying. So a lot of you, I feel that this is the group for those of you that are going through your Saturn return, whether it's the first or the second, it doesn't matter so much. I think the second is, by all intents and purposes, kind of like reward time, and the first one is the dark night of the soul usually. But I have a feeling that you are finally seeing a massive roadblock removed from in front of your eyes, in front of your neighborhood, in front of your life, in the energy of the relationships that you had around you. Or maybe even if you're working towards certain financial goals, now is the time when all of a sudden, here, free passageway, do what you need to do in order to get towards that goal. It's like you're getting a beautiful lift up after a period of feeling bogged down, brought to the bottom of the ocean. Now you're finally allowed to swim up all the way up to the shore, take a breath, and then dive right back down to complete your work. And I feel that because she's surrounded in this image by 4 whales, 4 weeks, 4 months, I don't think 4 years, that's too long. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. 4 could be your significant synchronicity. This is also card number 14. Let's see right now what the tarot has to say. So this is beautiful. I'm really enjoying this energy for you. God bless, may it manifest. Tlaloc, I think, is very happy and he's pleased with your progress. So he is removing the obstacle. It's like, there you go. Time for you to, you know, water your crops and watch them grow, rather than let me flood your land a little bit because I don't like the way you're speaking to me, you know? Yes, look, justice, baby, it's coming into your town. So we have here balance. You will be able to seek justice in your life, in the world, in the surrounding environment. Justice is here to balance things out. Enough is enough. If there has been an overwhelm of energy in one part, we have here the beautiful Libra energy. Also, to me, justice is always Goddess Athena. And you know, Goddess Athena was really interesting because she became activated strongly during war-like situations. So, for example, she always jumped into battle to enact her powers. It was very rarely the case that she was summoned by Zeus. From time to time, he used to summon her, but she usually was the one to set a conflict fair, you know, to intervene, negotiate, and give the winner his dues and the loser to try to actually somehow mediate the circumstances. So there is something beautiful about this energy. It's almost like there is some sort of divine justice. The Justice card doesn't only make me think of Athena. By the way, some of you could be called Athena, some of you watching this, so hey. I'm feeling that this can also be about Nemesis, the vengeful goddess, also a goddess that was summoned in moments when you know, human beings were becoming too cocky and too arrogant, and they thought that they could behave like gods. All of a sudden, Nemesis was summoned to enact wrath upon that mere mortal and set him in his place. So this is about, if you feel like somebody wronged you or took something away from you, if you feel like you've been cheated in a particular relationship or cheated out of something, a sum of money, maybe a place of living, a degree, a diploma, an arrangement, a contract, now divine justice is coming up to the surface, just like you are also flying a little bit up from the depths of the ocean to take a fresh breath of air, to re-energize yourself. This is beautiful, and it's a big, big thing. It's a fated event because we have major arcana. Four of Swords, recovery. Ah, this is beautiful. So you will have time to rest. Sorry, I was covering it with my finger. You will have time to rest, to recuperate, to heal. You will be surrounded by good food and lovely people that you can talk to. Maybe your bills will be paid. There is like some sort of support coming in, something where someone wants to help you. And yeah, I feel like, you know, even like caressing your hair, I feel like caressing my hair. So there is something very sweet here. Somebody wants to give you a pat on the back. It's like, you've been through a lot, buddy. Now it's time to rise up to the surface. Now it's time to feel lighter. It's time for justice to come through. For some of you, if you were abused or if something happened to you, you finally found the courage to speak up. You took the load off your chest, and now you're receiving, you're seeing the person that harmed you get their punishment. So maybe, you know, a court order or an arrest is going to happen, and you will be able to rest knowing that the person that has harmed you is locked away, is behind bars. So there is a feeling here that divine retribution is at play. You've been very patient, you've been very sweet, and now Tlaloc is helping you grow again. After feeling a little bit bogged down, after making you feel like you might have needed to hide, you might have needed to cower, lay low for a while until the intensity of what has happened in your life diminished. And now I feel like, yeah, justice. You're getting something beautiful. I'm so happy for you. It's been a while since I've seen the Justice card pop out, and oh my god, do we need her in these times, don't we, guys? We also have here, wow, Six of Pentacles, generosity. So exactly what I was saying. Generosity, a lot of people contributing, donating, helping you. If you had to leave your home because there was some domestic violence situation, you will have a place that people will help you purchase, or maybe even pay your rent. Maybe somebody can pay like the first 2 rents on a place so that you feel safe up until the moment when you find a job and you're able to kind of stabilize the energy. Or this is speaking about a sum of money from crowdfunding coming in and helping you. Maybe some people will donate to your channel, to your cause, and they will just help you see the next steps forward as you're also trying to deal with the emotional aftermath of whatever it is that happened for you. This is getting better and better. God bless. Thank you so much. There's this beautiful sun radiating down on me, and maybe that's why you see my cheeks are a little bit red, because I've been standing in the sun today to just soak it up like a battery, which I strongly recommend that you do as well. Obviously wear some sunscreen, you know, some protection, but if you can, open the window, stand outside with your face in the sun to recharge. We need so much light in the planet at the moment, and if you can be a battery that connects to the sunlight and brings it down to the earth, grounds it here, bonus points to you, my love. So we have here the star, hope, Aquarius energy. Yeah, a lot of you are having your Saturn in Aquarius return, and you're finally seeing, after a year and a month of difficulties. Actually, no, it's more, a year and like 4 months of difficulties. You're finally seeing some tangible rewards for the main theme that Saturn in Aquarius has brought in your life. And this depends on a individual basis, because you know, you can have a Saturn return in the second house, in which case it's about money. So the biggest challenge was making money, earning your living independently, and also overcoming certain health setbacks, because the second house also rules the body. Or maybe if you have Saturn return in your 8th house, this is about self-worth, but it's also about sexual exploitation. Maybe somebody tried to abuse you or sexually harmed you, and now you're finally punishing the other person. You've managed to overcome that setback. And like, when I say punishing, I don't mean that you're vengeful and it's like, oh, I'll get you back. You're punishing this person by finally speaking up and speaking your truth, so that justice can actually take the necessary steps to honorably punish that person, okay, in due procedure. So it's not about taking punishment into your own hands, because that never works out and it only backfires on you, creating more karma for you, my love. So this is about you finding the strength to speak up, depending where the Saturn return energy, in which astrological house it's happening. For some, it might be, you know, something milder, like Saturn in the 6th can be quite not that intense. It can just mean losing your job or getting a better paid job. Saturn is usually quite difficult in a number of placements. Saturn in the 10th can be quite good as well, but it depletes you of vitality. I mean, wherever Saturn touches, it brings sometimes a lot of stability and boredom, but it can also deplete your vitality and connect you to a person that just is relentlessly on your case all the time, bringing a lot of strife and a lot of problems in your life, yeah? Especially if you have Saturn square Mars or Saturn square Pluto. Oh, it can be horrendous, yeah? Okay, now let's see what the Sea Melodies Oracle has to say for you. By the way, I just stopped for a second because it's just really good. You know, I feel sometimes when things are really good, you don't need to spend that much time talking. But it's just wonderful. I mean, you got balance, recovery, generosity, and hope. These are the keywords for the energy that Tlaloc is bringing into your life at the moment. Let's see, what do we have here? Patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. Travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. So again, travel. Group 1 had this as well. You might need to travel. But this is not about traveling to another place. No. It's not like group 1. It's about going within. Diving deep, right? Diving deep to see the coral. And the coral speaks, usually when I think of coral, I know they can be white, but I imagine something kind of bright reddish or orange. This is about, yeah, again, the sacral chakra. So this is about trusting yourself, no longer doubting yourself. I also have here explore, and it says maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. You're drawing your own map. You're telling your own story. Then we also have chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Chance. You will meet somebody. You'll meet somebody that will be very helpful to you on this journey. And I don't think it's just one person. We had it here with the generosity card. This could be a whole group of people that are welcoming you into their arms and taking you and accepting you. No longer will you be an outsider. You're finally, for a lot of you, it's like finally make it into the group. Because if you have a Saturn return in Aquarius, or a challenging period at the moment with Saturn in Aquarius, this is about collective repression, collective limitations, going out into society and feeling like you don't belong, like you don't fit in, like there are so many people telling you, no, don't do this, don't do that. That's Saturn in Aquarius. But you're finally able to ripen into this energy, and you're finally able to find your place in the specific group into which you were made to belong. Or you have created your group throughout the large number of years, and now it's like you can call them your friends, you know, like your buddies. So we have here guidance. It's the same as a group one. I can't believe it. The same cards fall out. Find safety in your beacon's light. Find safety in your beacon's light. This is, again, it's about the pillar of light, right? The more calm and inwardly strong we are in this period, the more we hold back from vomiting our fear onto other people. Sorry for the very, visceral image, but sometimes people do this at the moment. It's like you feel so much fear and you just like start to bleh onto other people. It's like, we need to do this, we need to do, I don't know what to do. The more we kind of pull ourselves back into this place of deep inner strength, and we're like, okay, it's a difficult time, but I know what I want, I know who I am, I know what I believe in, and I will not let the darkness defeat me. What can I do now to act? How can I help? And when I cannot help, I'm not going to spend my time worrying and using my energy needlessly. I'm going to rest because I need to wake up tomorrow and fight again. Yeah, so that's the energy, that's the vibration that I see peering through. I'm really sorry about all of the light changes that the sun is making on my face, but at the same time I feel like I'm able to transmit you better energy as well. So this is the reading that I had for you, group 2. This is for those of you that were drawn to this powerful energy. I hope you have enjoyed the reading, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, hello my loves. I hope you're safe and sound wherever in the world you find yourself. Welcome to a PickACard reading on the topic of what do the water deities have to tell us today for your guidance. So I have here your card. This is Sedna. This is the Inuit goddess of the underworld, also of the sea. She has a really fascinating story. In some accounts, apparently her father showed her a lot of suitors, but she was never satisfied with them. And because her father ultimately got very angry on her, he threw her over a boat, and Sedna clasped on with her fingers. And then in order to get rid of her, her father chopped her fingers and she got pulled into the sea. She drowned into the water, thereby becoming the queen of the water. I wanted to say underwater, but there is no such thing. It's just water. But the queen of the depths, better said. Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it. So she became the queen of the depths. And apparently from her fingers, all of these sea lions, any kind of underwater mammal emerged. So that's a really interesting story about dexterity, death and rebirth, but also some pretty complicated father-daughter dynamics. Maybe all of these apply to you since you have been so drawn to Sedna. So let's see right now, what messages do we get from the Oracle of Mermaids? Ooh. I do apologize, guys. I am a little bit tired, but I wanted to create this reading for you. It's just that the war and personal readings and everything, my own personal life has been taking a toll, but I do want to show up for you and do a reading with the beautiful energies that we have in the sky at the moment, with so much Piscean energy. You got a lot of cards. I'm only going to choose the first one, but I will show you the other two. But unfortunately, I don't have time to get too in-depth with them. So we have here Song of the Siren. Wow. So first of all, I think that you're drop dead gorgeous. If you chose group 3, you are such a beautiful individual. And I think that you create kind of strong reactions around you. You might not consider yourself beautiful, but you are. There is something about your energy that constantly pulls people in. You could have Sun in the 5th house, Sun on the ascendant or in the 1st house. There is something here, maybe Sun Pluto, Mars Sun, Venus Sun, that amplifies your light. We have here the call, summoning, voice to acknowledge. You could have a beautiful singing voice as well, in which case I strongly advise you to keep practicing, keep sharing it with the world. There is a gift latent inside of you that wants to come out, and I think that all this Piscean energy is asking you to step up to it. So we do have here number 5. Yeah, number 5. Let's see if you can see it. And this talks about the 5th house, the house of skills, performance, confidence, your identity. But it's the identity, not the one that we have regarding our body and how we look. That's the 1st house. This is more about who am I based on what I can do in life. This is the house of musicians, the house of artists, the house of writers, people that make a name for themselves in their community, because the 5th house in astrology sits opposite from the 11th house, the house of the group of people that follow you, your co-workers, the people that form your network, your professional network, based on the skills that you radiate. So what can you give to culture? What can you give back to the collective from the light in your heart? What can you sing into being? What can you design into being? What can you craft into being? Yeah. We all have a special talent. We're all exceptionally good at something. And you can look at your sun sign to figure out what you might be really good at. If you're a Capricorn, you're very good with material aspects. You're very good at saving money. You're very good at organizing, planning things, scheduling things. You're very good at taking control, managing things especially. If you're a sun in Pisces, you're a very good healer. You're very good at non-verbal communication. You can speak in images, through film. You can speak through touches as well. You're also incredibly, how should I say, without making it sound, you give pleasure to other people, right? In a variety of different ways, whether you're an excellent cook or whether you're an excellent lover. There is something here about finding what your talent is and exercising it into the world. This will save you at the moment from the chaos that exists outside of us. You can safely lock yourself away into your own little world if the situation around you permits it, and start creating. Now is the time to start writing that book. Now is the time to compose your symphony, to record your album, to write that fantasy novel series, to create that game that you've always wanted to create, to start brushing up your multilingual skills and maybe start teaching people different languages. This is the time for you to lock yourself away in your own little world in order to perfect and perform. So we also have here sisterhood, yeah, so you're very helped by your community at the moment, and I think especially the online community and the online same-sex community. So whatever sex or gender you identify with, I feel that members of the same sex or gender are going to be on your side, okay? You are maybe providing services that help facilitate the spiritual development and even the material needs of the people in your community, yeah? We also have here dreams. Yeah, your dreams are very important, so pay attention to them because you're receiving a lot of inspired ideas through your dreams. A symbol, a color, a person, a mood that you might get in your dream. I feel like you also get a lot of gods appearing in your dreams. So maybe after you see this reading, if not before that, because some of you are, you have the gift of precognition. So maybe you dreamt about Sedna and then you clicked on this video and voila, she was a choice. But others of you are watching this right now, and then you might go to sleep tonight and have a dream about other gods and deities that could appear in your dreaming world. Yeah, I feel like in your unconscious there is this really beautiful mythical world that you really need to tap into without fear. Now let's see what the Oceanic Tarot has to say for you, my beautiful souls. I love my soul family so much. So we have here illusion blocked. This card wanted to come out. Let's see, reflection, and this one. Oh, nice. It's I don't know, either it's the Oceanic Tarot that flows very well with me, maybe because I have so much Pisces energy in my chart as well, but it's such a positive deck for some reason. So we have illusion, which is the moon card, and it's upside down, so you're overcoming a certain illusion. I feel that this is low self-esteem. I feel that a lot of you are activated at the moment to overcome whatever limiting beliefs you were thinking of yourself, and it's like, this is the time. This is the moment when I feel like I can hide away into my own little private cave that I've created for myself, and to bring out into the collective something I'm creating from my heart that I know will heal other people, because a lot of healing will need to happen once the many different conflicts stop in this world. So Pluto in Aquarius is going to be so much about how we can each use our innovative, unique skills to heal everyone that suffered massively through the Pluto and Capricorn era. So Sedna, because she rules over the depths of the ocean, the underworld, she's pulling you down to the depths as well. Not in a way to depress you or to make you feel sick or isolated from everyone else, but because she wants you to create, and she wants all distractions to be removed from you. It's like she beckons you into her very comfortable cave underwater where nobody can disturb you, where you can just see outside the fish swimming in a very gentle pattern, almost as if you would just meditate by looking into an aquarium, and you feel how everything fits into the trophic chain, how big fish eat little fish, how octopi have all sorts of arms, and they are able to collect and touch things and assemble things together. You see how these fit into the large ecosystem around you. It's a very beautiful energy. It's very cozy, intimate, private, but it could feel a little bit isolating. That's why we have here the Six of Cups, reflection. And this comes together with the Strength card. Beautiful. The Strength card must be one of my favorite cards in the Major Arcana. I just love it so much. And because it talks about taming the beast, taming the untamable in human nature, the violent, the fierce, that force that wants to destroy. And we see how important it is to have this special power of taming brute force at the moment in the world, right? And you're doing it with gentleness, because that's what the Strength card is all about. You're not defeating a formidable opponent with more violence. You're defeating this formidable opponent by tapping into their hurt, pressing that button, and completely dismantling the wounded child within, so that the wounded child within can come up to the surface, can be healed, and thereby all the pain that this person has been roaring into the world can quiet down, and this person can rest, and we rest with it. So in this little cave of yours, you will strongly need to rely on the best memories that you have gathered in your life so far. This is what will give you strength, all of the good things that you've experienced about life. Your favorite foods, your favorite cities, your travels, memories of you growing up, who are your favorite friends, who was the caretaker that you remember the most. It doesn't have to be your original mother or father if you don't have a good relation to them. 11/11 when I said that. You can also think of a grandmother, or somebody that was kind to you. You could think of a teacher, maybe a member of the church, somebody in your community that I'm getting a sense, some of you are thinking of somebody that gave you pies or used to bake pies in your community. Others of you are thinking of somebody that had monogrammed napkins. That's such an old-fashioned sweet thing, but that's what's going to get you through as you are in your creative bubble, in your isolated cave of imagination, as you're focused on your own healing and to create something that could heal the collective. You will fall back on these beautiful memories, and you are being challenged by the divine to focus on the good. Bring out the good from everything that you have experienced in your life. Don't focus on the negative, because it will block your creativity. Focus on the good aspects and let the healing begin. And you'll see how you'll feel inspired each day to keep working at your special project. All of you will know what the special project is. This is a general reading, guys, so I can't really see it here for each one of you. It can be anything, as I said: music, writing, creating a website, writing a symphony, working on a research project. But there is something here that will definitely help the collective once it is complete, and once you can confidently emerge out of your hermit-like phase, out of the deep sea underwater cave, to share it with the world. Now let's see right now. We have some messages, some Sea Melodies Oracle cards. Isn't it beautiful, the sun? Oh, it's sunset time, so golden. So, for a moment I can't see, I look straight into the sun. So we have here ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. Ambition, yeah, you have to actually find the inner drive in this period and to say, enough with procrastination, enough with leaving the project for tomorrow or for another day. This is the time, this is the period. And believe me, as a person that enjoys working so much, work can be healing. And I feel this is what you will discover in this period, how healing work can be. Don't let people shame you out of this by saying you're a workaholic. I feel that people that judge other people and they say that they're workaholics, they don't have Jupiter in the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house. I have my Jupiter in the 6th house. It's saving me. Work saves me time and time again from all the madness that is going on around me. It keeps my mind focused and it keeps in general, my mental health on par. So we have ambition. Stick to the goal. Don't let anyone push you down. Look, perseverance. Wow. They're speaking to each other. Stay the course. Yeah. So if you feel that, you know, in this isolation in which you will put yourself, there will be days when you will feel very inspired and other days when you have to correct certain mistakes. When you feel like, oh, I had this idea, let's try it out. It didn't work. So I have to rewrite this chapter. I have to reapply color to my canvas. I have to redo the coding on that website or on the computer game I was working on. That's part of the creative process. Be patient with yourself. Don't give up. Maybe take a break, do something else, and then come back to it with fresh eyes. We have reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Yeah, you need to be with yourself. You need to confront yourself. And in the process of healing yourself through the work, you will find true self-love. It will no longer, like self-love will no longer be an abstract concept for you. It will genuinely start to emanate from within. You're going to feel it when people will say self-love after this period, because you faced yourself and you faced the fear of being alone and isolated while you are working on this creative project. You're going to emerge out of this with such inner strength. Yeah, remember we had the strength one here. Inner strength, determination. I can do this. I got this. We have listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. Yeah. I also feel that a lot of you are not necessarily working in isolation, but you might be working in a specific coordination capacity to help the collective at the moment. Maybe you need to gather data and update websites, or maybe you need to provide relief support for people. So you constantly need to be awake and on the computer screen. You know, you constantly need to update things so that refugees get access to information, or people get the donations at the right time, or people get the shelter that they need, in which case you can do it. You see how he's holding all the shoal of fish. You can do it. You've got the inner strength, you know, so don't give up. We also have here wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink the sunshine. You are so beautiful, both inside and out. I feel that for a very long time, you were very beautiful on the outside, and now comes a time to show people how beautiful you are on the inside. That's what's coming, the transformation of your inner self. So embrace it. Embrace it, because we need everything that you can give us. And the time to give is now. The time to shine, to perform, to express is now. So that's what I had for you, my beautiful Sedna group, group 3. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. A lot of you will be healing your father wound by focusing so much on your ambitious goals, by focusing on your career, because usually career issues and career advancement relates to our divine masculine energy and to the perception that we had of our father, since masculine energy is about doing, right? Performing in the public world, and the world of the public is usually the world of work. So I wish you so much luck with this. I hope it's going to be a beautiful healing journey. Let me know down in the comments if it resonated, and I can't wait to see my next one. Ciao. Hey group 4, how are you, my loves? I hope you're doing well. For your reading, I had to tie my hair. For some reason, I felt the need to do it. And also Luna, my pet cat, she was meowing, wanting some attention, so she decided to join the reading as well. I hope you're doing well. I have a feeling that you guys are paring down on certain aspects in your life. Maybe you're slowing down on work, slowing down on certain business projects because you need to dedicate more time to your family members. By the way, this is for those of you that were drawn to this gorgeous Inca goddess, Mama Qocha, okay? She's the mother of Mama Kila. She's a fascinating deity. She rules over everything that has to do with rivers, rain, water basically, but especially the ocean. She holds a seashell in her hand, and also we have here the Grandmaster number of creative communication, 33. Okay, so something beautiful, a piece of news that will make you very happy is gonna come through. I have a feeling some of you are gonna hear some good news regarding a test, an examination that you've recently taken, a piece of work, written work that you've submitted, or some paperwork that you recently had to fill in and file. Let's see. For some of you, it's going to be some good news regarding taxes. Yeah, sorry guys, I kept hearing helicopters. That's going to happen a lot in the next month, so just trying to adapt to this. So you got a lot of cards from the Oracle of Mermaids. Should I take them all? Okay, I'm getting that just the first two that dropped down, they dropped down together. So we have here vulnerability. It's a beautiful card. Have a look at it. And it says here, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. And that's what you're doing. It's unbelievable how I was picking up on this energy already. Thank you, Spirit. So we also have here Lemuria returns, and it says earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation. Do you see something here? You're going to spend more time with your partner, or if you don't have a partner, you're going to spend more time manifesting love. Less work, more love. Less focus on yourself, more focus on how can you bring more people into your life. And I feel that you guys are ready to fall in love. You're ready to get married. You're ready to get pregnant. You want a family. You want to root down with somebody. And I think that whatever is happening in the world at the moment, there's so much happening in all different spaces. It's like everything is exploding into the collective at the moment. And please forgive me for using the word exploding in such a sensitive time. But there is a lot of things coming up to the surface, right? And I feel that this is only intensifying your desire to have something to call your own. And not even that, but some of you might be afraid that you might be losing your life soon. God forbid. I hope this doesn't happen anytime soon. If it happens, I hope it's a natural progress many years from now. And I'm getting a sense that it's like you feel, I need to accomplish something in my life. I need to have created something meaningful for myself, you know? And I feel that love and becoming a parent are in the cards for you. And I feel like you're starting to manifest them. So if before these craziness in the collective, you had certain limits, you're protecting yourself against true love and parenthood. At the moment, you're removing those limits. You're seeing beyond them. It's like, what was I so afraid of? I just want something to love. I want somebody to love. I want something to call my own. I want to create. I want to be loved and to loved. I want to care and to be cared for. So the good part, if we can find, the silver lining in all of this, is that the chaos around you is finally giving you the courage to remove the mental and emotional blockages that you had against love and parenthood. No more fear. It's like everything seems to be falling apart, but I am awakening. It's like your rebirth taking place at the moment. You're awakening to the idea that work, money, material objects, what do they matter? What really matters is whom you have by your side. Where are your emotional roots placed into? It's really beautiful. I commend you for your courage. It's really gorgeous. So let's see right now, what does the Oceanic Tarot have to tell us as well? Yeah, you're removing things that you don't need anymore in your life, which is a similar energy that we had with group 1. Are you watching from group 1? Was it in group 1 that we had Justice and the Star? So equalizing things. But I feel in your case, it was either group 1 or group 2. I'm trying to remember. Please forgive me. You know better, because I feel a lot of you have been watching both piles. In this case, it's not about putting a person that has harmed you behind justice or hearing a piece of news that makes you feel like there is justice in the world. No, this is more about you've been overdoing it. You've been wasting your energy, not really wasting, but channeling all your energy into work, professional aspect, duties, responsibilities. And you need to step into a more trusting approach that if you take your energy away from work, things are going to work out on from themselves. You know, they're going to just mechanically, things are going to work out somehow. There will be people that step in, you can delegate responsibility. There will be some sort of equalizing energy that comes through. You have to trust that. And I can see how difficult it is because I was stumbling over my words. It's like a lot of you are like, I don't feel I can leave it. My work is my whole life. Can I do it? Yes, you can. And it's going to be a very healing energy. It's going to make you feel so, yeah, like you're taking a big sigh and you're releasing it. There's no more tension, and it's like, I can let that be. I just want to love. I want to be loved. I want to focus on bringing a child into this world. I want to come back at the end of the day and fall into the arms of my beloved. So this is really interesting. Okay, let's see what other energies do we have here. The Chariot movement. Yeah, making this decision is going to unblock so much energy in your life. You have no idea what's coming through. It's this energy of like, finally, you know, it's almost as if there was this blockade that you had created between yourself and the world, and you were like shunning emotions, baby care, nappies, things like this. It's like, no, I'd rather focus on what I can control. Emotions, you know, feelings, crying babies, a partner that could cheat on me. I cannot control that, so I'd rather focus on what I can control. And that blockade is now obliterated, right? The Chariot comes through and it's like, move out of the way, I need to pass. So there is this beautiful energy with the seahorses. How cute is this? Neptune is helping you dissolve barriers to your heart, because we have here the trident of Neptune. Yeah, Neptune, or Poseidon by his Greek name, is coming through to just burst the dam. Okay, no more do you need to dam up and dam your feelings. Literally, for some of you, you were damming yourself, like not only as in building a dam, but like, damn it, you know, kind of like cursing yourself in a way. Now you're learning imagination, Page of Cups. You're learning how to creatively visualize a new beginning. I mean, let me show you this card, because it's just so cute. Look, he's holding the dolphin and he's got that cup and it's so bright and like, you know, innocent eyed, and it's just such a beautiful energy. It's like, I can begin to feel. You're allowing yourself to feel. You're giving yourself permission to feel. You're just on it at the moment. There is something here about, I'm even looking to see if I have something to drink. Water, right? Water is pouring into your life again. You're hydrating yourself, but not only physically, you're also going to be doing it emotionally. You're allowing other people to nourish you, to give you food, to give you kisses, to give you hugs, you know? What a relief. That's what I keep hearing. What a relief. I'm finally allowing this to come through. I'm finally allowing these things to come through. So let me pull one more card for you as well. Yeah, and now I feel the need, to let your hair down, right? Let your hair down. We have the Ace of Swords, victory, and we also have the Three of Cups, reunion. You might actually need to either receive an apology from somebody that hurt you and was a missed opportunity in love, or you are going to apologize to somebody from your past because maybe you shunned them away due to your busy work schedule. There was no room in your life for this person, and this person might have been your one. So it's like you're going to communicate, the Ace of Swords, about a reconciliation, the Three of Cups. You're going to see and understand the situation in a different light, and you will let the other person know, and it will make this person very happy. Yeah. I see you guys meeting someplace in public over maybe coffee, tea, or maybe wine, beer, and you're going to talk things through, and it's going to feel liberating. It will be literally like you're being given a second chance in love. But you need to be careful not to fuck this up, okay? Or the other person will come back and give you a second chance in love, because that's the whole energy of Mama Qocha, the one you have chosen, right? She's forgiving, she's maternal. She's not like Tlaloc. Tlaloc, for group 2, the Aztec god, could be a little bit tricky and mischievous, but Mama Qocha is all-encompassing, right? She's guiding you towards where you need to go, as long as you trust the flow and you don't allow the waves of the changes in your life to scare you. You just accept them for what they are and you go with it, you know? We have here as well, I just had to pay attention to the numbers. Spirit was asking me to pay attention. So it says here 717. So this could be your significant angel number. Type 717 or 717 into Google for an additional message. But I feel like, I know it might sound insane with all the craziness that is happening in the world at the moment, but I think like some really healing good times are coming in your life. And believe it or not, in the midst of all this chaos, in the midst of all this conflict and uncertainty, you know, being afraid of whether we can save the planet or not from imminent destruction, you are actually going to flourish. You are actually going to flourish. And it potentially might be that you have a North Node in Scorpio. You might have maybe a North Node in Capricorn. It's like you thrive in moments of hardship, in moments of incredible intensity and messiness and chaos. That's when you come alive. That's when you remove all the barriers that were placed between you and the world, and you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to feel, to be human, like all of us, right? Messy. Oh, it's so beautiful. So love is coming your way. Big, big love. Transformative love. The love that can make you a parent. And this will happen maybe with somebody that was the one that got away for some of you. For others of you, this is finally meeting your soulmate. Somebody that has traveled with you through many past lifetimes, and they're here to bring you happiness in the midst of all this madness and chaos and desperation. It's a really beautiful energy, and I don't know what else to say. I noticed the time, but I don't want to extend this just because I should make it as long as all the other readings. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Mama Qocha is blessing you with forgiveness, with her healing waters, nurturing, fertility. Wow, she's allowing you to feel, because you made the choice to allow yourself to heal, to prioritize love and family, finally, the first time in your life. But not, I feel a lot of you were keeping yourselves away from family because you might have some family wounds, either acknowledged or unacknowledged. They were creating this blockade between you and other people. Now you're like, I'm ready, willing, and able to create my own family, to have a go. I'm not afraid anymore of trying out. I'm going to just believe that spirit can help me, believe that I can be a better parent than my own parents were, believe that if I love and stay present, if I love my partner and stay present, and if I choose somebody that truly loves me back, we can create something really beautiful, like an oasis of peace in a chaotic, crazy, constantly moving world. But beautiful nonetheless. It's all really beautiful. That's why we have to fight to defend it. Yeah. Okay, and before I get teary-eyed, big things are coming your way, group 4. I'm sending you lots of love. Take great care of yourself. Let me know down in the comments if this resonated. And I genuinely hope that you have a blissful new moon in Pisces and that you take great care of yourself. Ciao.